here,
and Valley Pew. And on the
and
background is the sea otter.
mm-hmm, in
Sorry, it's a lot of cluster.
in Voice of Autism, episode 447,
Mm-hmm.
and boy, we got something that I have not ever talked about before on the channel. Is autism and religion.
I'm not ready to talk about that actually.
From because of your bad experience with your
No,
church.
no, nothing to do about that. But I cannot collect my thoughts about that at this point.
For me, and what I will say for me is that it mixed back for me because when I was younger, y'all know I'm an ominous, which we have brought that up on live stream before that I'm an ominous, complete different from an atheist.
And agnostics.
Mm-hmm.
You're actually like an ominous. For those who are wondering, what is an ominist? I'm.
It's someone who believes in that all religions are connected.
And you're spiritually diplomatic, actually. So you're gonna do Catholic mass on Sundays, and then the next day you're going to a Buddhist religion.
Mm-hmm.
There's no there's not nothing bad, y'all.
Yep. And saying is that
Universal minded.
saying it, and I do want to bring that up from my experience. Like out of the years, I do got mixed experiences with church out of the years and all that because as a young person, like as a kid, if you're autistic, you automatically know you're probably going to be the outcast because that normally how it go in society when you're autistic. And for me, when I was younger, when autism or AKA being autistic was more misunderstood back in the day, you used to get segregated from everybody else, and remember that in churches and all that, and then with bright noises like back then I used to get irritated with bright light and noises. I don't anymore, which yes, as an autistic, and it might be controversial, yes, you can actually grow out of that stuff as you get older. It sounds crazy, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I can say it from my experience. But yeah, but I've been to so many different churches, and some good, some bad. But it all seemed like it could be hard, like literally. But it's up that I actually had to experience. But I also have seen Catholic church, Christian churches. I've been to both throughout my life. Val been through both, am I right?
Yep.
But yeah, the only religion and that might get a couple people pissed off that I don't agree with, that I think are pretty fucked up, and I will not go with. Like, I do have friends in that religion. Don't get me wrong. Me and Val, we do have some friend in that religion, but they don't go by the actual stuff, and that the Muslims. For people who don't know, I think Sharia law is disgusting, and Muhammad is a pedophile. That's what I think. But for a lot of my Muslim friends and one who don't go by none of that stuff, they don't believe in that he is.
Mm-hmm.
Because for people who don't know, like every religion does got a different branch that shoot off from it. Heck, you even got some religions that mix. Like there actually is a branch of the Muslim and Christian religion that do mix, and also with the Muslim and Catholic community, same with the Jewish and Muslim community, all of them. Like
Yep.
there is an offshoot of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
No one talks about that.
Yeah, my hair is so cute. Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I was enjoying my hair too.
But am I right, Bill?
Yep.
the only reason why I'm a little iffy with the Muslim religion is because when you start looking into it and start looking at stuff, and y'all know how much I hate pedophiles and all that creepy shit. Like y'all know how much I hate that shit. At that,
Sorry, I love my hair like that.
I know.
Get my hair crown like that. Oopsie.
But y'all know how much I despise it. Those type of people. Like y'all know I have talked about it before. How much I hate pedophiles and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Like you remember, I did talk about that plenty of time before. You remember, Val?
Yep.
But I'll just say this: the mo effed up and creepy community or like religion I don't feel comfortable around is mostly the Muslim community, and I'm talking about the one who strictly follow it, not the loose ones, but the ones that followed strictly and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Sorry, I was reading
of that,
this.
but it did something that did get me. But that I will just say and leave right there. There, because one, I do accept our religion. It did that. I do get a little iffy with the Catholic and Christian community too. So yes, I get a little iffy with them too. But it mostly with the Muslim community because of their how they see females. Like, am I right, Val?
Yep.
And that's something I will say because yes, I don't see females as property. I see my wife as an equal. Two, I don't see her as livestock and something to breed with because one, she human. Two, for anybody who say, oh, follows Sharia law, you're a pedophile. But I'll just say this. Out of all of the religions that I'm iffy with, the Muslim, like, I'm a little iffy with the Jewish community, but it the Muslim community with how they treat females.
I was reading about this.
Oh, oh yeah, that a good book right there. But
We learned something. Actually, we could.
oh yeah, and fun fact, I'm gonna bring up a little bit of history. America's first ever actual war after we declared independent was not against the British in the War of 1812. If y'all ever heard of the Barbary Wars, I would want y'all to look up what the Barbary Wars are.
Yep.
They were the first war we have ever been in, and it was against a Muslim country. Our first war was against a Muslim country because here's the kicker: the Barbary Wars. When it come to that reason why all that happened is because they kept on kidnapping American civilians and all that, and people on their ships, and kidnapped them and put them into slavery. So
We don't want to go back to that kind of regression.
and it seemed like we are with what's been going on in media. And y'all know I'm not Democrat or Republican, but
You're just nothing but neutral.
but I am paying attention to what is going on. Like what in going on in New York, it a little bit iffy, and I do not. And I hope Leo, you get out of there, man, because trust me, you probably don't realize what's about to happen. But shout out to you, bud. But the thing is that our first war ever, which ironically did happen 60 years before the American Civil War, because here, team, from our first war to the American Civil War, was a span about 60 to 61 years. And what happened is that war was against slave traders and all that because the Barbary pirates and all that. And people don't know about that. Like, they literally kidnapped people off their boats and took them and used them as slave labor. Heck, even the Ottomans got in. Funny thing is that one of the worst was the Ottoman slave trade or the Middle Eastern slave trade, which they never talk about that, you know? Look, they always talk about the American slave trade in the book, but that child play. That is child play because once you look at what's going on in the Middle East and on the other side of the world, like the African Middle Eastern trade with the slave trade that were on the west, or technically not on the west, but on the east side of the country, or not country but continent to be more exact. So let's get more technical here, but country. The Middle Eastern slave trade was horrific, and there are reasons why you don't see a lot of black people in the Middle East, like in like Saudi Arabia, Iran, and all that, because when they kidnapped and put the black people and other race that they captured into slavery over there, they snipped them. You never knew that, didn't you? Yeah, they literally snipped and neutered them. That way, they don't have offspring. So, but if you were a Christian, you would. I'm sorry, Val. You would have had an awful fate if you were a Christian. If the Ottoman catch you, because let me be honest, they'll tie you to a boat paddle and use you as a motor in their boats until you die. It messed up, and in history, they never talk about that. But yeah, let's get out of that rabbit hole. But as an autistic and religion, sometimes it can help and sometimes it can't because one, there are different part. Like I do say, religion do help autistics a lot. It can
For
in a
me,
way,
it
but
opened gates for me as a person. Excuse me. For me, it opened gates of opportunity as a person with autism
mm-hmm,
because not all religion is perfect. Don't get me wrong,
true. They'll
but
right
it
about
will
that.
depend on how people will handle it.
Mm-hmm.
I encountered good people, but I encountered bad people there too.
Oh, I know.
That's the reason why there's a saying on Facebook that I posted that the people who go to church every Sunday are mostly hypocritical and elitist.
Mm-hmm. That one's in a word. Look, you don't have to go to church every Sunday, every month. Like literally,
Maybe
maybe once or twice a year. But if how you think.
for me, I'm not generalizing, but certain people who are going to church are more like hypocrites. Why do you want to follow the word of God or gods if y'all don't know how to set an example? That's what
Exactly.
I want to say. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
And that's the thing.
compared to those who are not even religious, you are spiritual but not religious.
Oh, I know.
For me, when I did that in 2013, 2015, full part time, I kind of split my time on church in the morning as a congregation member in a Christian, non denominational Christian church. And I have to go to Catholic church at 5 o'clock, at 3 o'clock actually.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the time that it shifted my. This is the time that I attend the choir in that said church in the morning after I left the other choir church that I attended since 2013. But no, that's not relevant. But to me, that gave me the opportunity to open to other religion. Because
Mm-hmm.
I was born also, as also another reason why I'm also an omnis, because I was also born in a hospital founded by Seventh Day Adventist.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I developed a little bit of Adventist diets.
And for people who don't know our friend Genesis, that I'm gonna bring him up. He is a Seventh Day Adventist. Am I right?
Yep. I
And
attended church on Saturdays. So their time will be like their Sabbath time will be 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Friday
But if
to
y'all,
6 p.m. Saturday.
if y'all don't know, our friend, he also autistic too. But also our friend Leo is also autistic too, and both of them are, like Leo is Catholic, and Genesis is
SDA.
a Seventh Day Adventist, but
But when I was in my honest moments, I learned everything good.
mm-hmm.
Like to be open with people. Do not be elitist. Do not be one sided.
Oh yeah.
Be universal with people. Because they're people too.
And here,
That's what I learned as an omnist that I am not an atheist. I am not agnostic.
mm-hmm.
Please don't put it that way. I am an omnist.
And you want to know something crazy, Val?
Because being an omnist is you are a diplomat in a spiritual approach. You're not only preaching the Bible, you're not only preaching the book of Quran, and you're not even preaching what you learn at the synagogue.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I dare you, David, to come with me at a synagogue.
Oh, it might shock you, but I've been to a synagogue long ago.
And this is what I challenge David. We are going to read a Jewish story, Jewish
Beat,
Bible.
I beat you to the punch with that already. I literally beat you to the punch with that already. And I'm gonna bring it up with everybody. And I have not told you did yet, Val. Did happen when I was around 17 with a classmate of mine.
A Jewish.
A year before we met, we had a Jewish friend. He no longer lived with us. Rest in peace, man. But he, when me and him talk, he always used to talk about his religion and all that.
I'm not ashamed of hearing that.
But
I was raised that way, do not hate on other religion. To me, that's what sets me apart from my other siblings in my
Oh
family.
yeah, I know.
They practice Catholicism, while I don't practice Catholicism alone. I practice both.
Mm-hmm.
Like Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, they're not even Catholics. They're Baptist and Christian.
Heck, why not forget that they were bad people too? With them being in, you know what? I'm not saying it on here, but with all the crap
That's unrelated, David.
Underrated, but I didn't want to bring it up because I don't like them two people. But
for me, religion, do not be a cliche. Religion is not a social circle. You're there to open. Like what I told y'all in Autism and Christianity, in my Autism and Me video blog.
Oh yeah, I watched that video long ago.
If y'all are wondering, I should have brought it going deaf. Like I should have said autism and openness to other religion. I think I would do that soon.
The only religion, and I done called out that religion already with it, not Jewish, but Muslim religion, if Islam. I already called that one out during earlier. Like, am I right? Like, that whole thing, like, I could go down a rabbit hole with all that, but if y'all want to look at the different branches of that and look at how many of them are accepting of different religion and look at the ones that are not, it'll blow your mind. And I only know about that because of some of my Muslim friends, so thank y'all for letting me know that. But yeah, I do have Muslim friends who tell me about this. Sorry. Val got some Muslim friends who tell her about this. Am I right?
Yep, I like the book so much.
But yeah, if y'all are curious, look at it'll blow your mind because there are so many different branches of this. Not all of them believe in Sharia law. But the ones who believe in Sharia law are the dangerous one. The ones who don't are the safe one. And the only reason to know that is because of some of my Muslim friends. My Muslim friend told me this. If they believe in Sharia law and the Prophet Muhammad,
they're effed.
Then stay away from that part.
Who? The Sharia laws follower?
Mm-hmm.
And
Because,
also they're propagating killing too. Honor killing.
yep.
I hate that.
Look, I'm friends with a ton of different religion, but the one that I have noted with some of the most messed up stuff was the Muslim religion. Look, I don't like talking crap about religions and making fun of religion, but when certain religions have stuff that are pretty effed up, you can't keep quiet about it.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right? But it's real crazy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but also we got a month left to go until the autism walk too. Speaking of that, Val, get what? 3 weeks and it'll be 9 years since we started dating.
Yep.
Yeah. if people don't know about it, but we're less than 3 weeks away from April 10th. And for anybody wondering what's so special about April 10th, April 10th is when me and Phil first started dating. It when we made it official. You remember? Like I remember that. April 10th is the day that we made it official when we started dating. Which is crazy, but also late October, November. It was late October that me and you started talking back in 2016. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Me and Val, we full started communicating, Jaden, with each other in you know, late October, and when we started talking. Crazy thing is that that anniversary coming up too, being 10 years with that too.
Yep.
So we're coming up on a ton of big milestones this year and next year. But it real crazy. But yeah, but I'll just say that as an autistic person when it comes to religion, sometimes you will go down the rabbit hole, and it being that I'm autistic, me and Val, we go down the rabbit hole when learning about different religions
Really? Yep.
and the history. Am I right?
You're right.
But the countries that had their religions at their number one benefactor,
Oh, David, let me do.
like for the Ottomans, that would have been the Muslim, but for the German and the Russians, that would be the Catholics and all that, and for Americans, it would be Christianity.
David, baby
Don't.
shark.
Oh my God, blasphemy!
Baby shark, baby.
You little butt. But I'm bringing it up.
Nope, you're not bringing it up.
No.
Baby shark.
And for the main religion in Val country, the big one in her country is Catholics.
Speaking of Catholics.
Oh boy, here comes the doll.
May a Little Red Riding Hood bless y'all with love.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Jeanette. Hi, Jeanette.
I'm Val like that.
We're at church. What the fuck? Talking about the... Oh, God.
Oh my God. I'm cheeky when it comes to that stuff.
Whee! The Flying River Otter, Richard.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Oh my God. I got it, didn't I?
Nope.
Yeah, did I? Ah, Val.
Hi, bitches. Let her sing, baby. Baby shark, yeah.
Grab me in the butt.
Yeah.
Val, you're going to cause it to cut off doing that.
I'm not.
You
Look
tapping
at
tapping the phone with it might trigger it.
Look at this. Isn't she beautiful? Isn't she beautiful?
Oh
5 seconds. Another 5 seconds.
God!
And another 5 seconds for the haters.
All right, I'm about to tickle you.
Nope. Let them kiss her feet.
Oh, but Val being Valley Poo. But yeah, but Val home country it capitalist in. Russia a capitalist in. Ukraine a capitalism, or not capitalism, but Catholics.
Nice big tail.
Germany Catholics.
And and Hungarians too.
Mm-hmm. UK is Christianity.
Anglican.
The US is Christianity, a bigger religion, but you do have a ton of Catholics around here.
How about Protestants? Methodist.
But it's crazy how the US, we finally got an American who is a pope.
Papa Billy.
That was crazy, you know?
Cardinal Douglas.
If y'all don't know, last year me and Val were at
Marco Pizza,
and did a week after her birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Birthday with did week make, or technically not did week, but 2 weeks ago marked a year since we watched that. So he'd been a pope for a year now.
Yep.
But me and Val,
actually turning a year now.
Me and Val, we watched that while eating pizza because it was stormy outside too. So we did turn her hotspot on and we did watch it. Also, Otter's on the back TV.
Sea otters.
Sea otter. There's one right there.
In a bottle.
Does he still have the bottle?
Nope.
Or is it under?
On the water.
Yeah, the little purple thing. I see it. But
sorry guys, I love sea otters.
Yep. That's why Val got this.
River otter.
River otter, but yeah.
And he got a nice tail. Shake your tail and shake your ass.
Ooh, muscles are sore, but
Richard.
I will say this. It is crazy when you did think about.
I call him, by the way, the river otter's name is Richard.
I know.
Richard the river otter.
Mm-hmm. But it did been super crazy when you did think about all that. But yeah, but also, I will be on it. Me and Val, we've been sick for over a week now. So that, not funny.
3 weeks for me.
That not good, Val. Do you still have mucus building up or have it gone down?
Gone down.
That's good. For me, it's probably going to last another couple more days before I finally clear out my system.
Like, it's like, I can now sing a little bit, but mucus is blocking a little bit for me. It's getting out, it's a white mucus.
Oh, so you finally got out the green and yellow mucus. That's good. I mean, to give it a couple more days, but also, I want to bring it up to Joshua if you're watching the live stream, aka after. Yes, we'll get to that video. Velta got to get all that mucus cleared out first. Am I right?
Yep, because I'm still exposing myself to pollen, and I don't want to shoot a video with a pollen on my face.
That too, like, fun fact, or not so fun fact, but excruciating fact. Pollen can get you sick.
Yep.
It always does. For me, every year.
And me.
Heck, we got sick same time last year, you remember?
Yep.
And the year before that. But yeah, but pollen
is a bitch.
That's another reason why Vel have not been singing lately. Like, the pollen should be done with in next couple of days, or not next couple of days, but by the end of next week or week after, the pollen would finally be going down. So we're finally trying to get toward the end of the pollen, so that's good. But yeah.
I don't want to put my laptop. I want to put on my book bag, but it will be too... You okay?
Ay. But crank that fan up, it's hot.
Too much? It's too hot?
Yeah, but also, good news is, and I'm gonna bring it up, I am not the Tazes anymore.
But don't kiss
Vel and
me.
not the Tazes.
No French kissing, baby.
Alright.
I don't want to have but however, we cannot, you know, with the baby.
Mm-hmm.
That might be very, very distant because the kid, I don't want to get her sick.
Oh, I know.
You know, she can talk now.
Oh, I know. My brother kid, but yeah, it's just been real crazy with
Good David.
everything.
I'm a baby
But
bummer.
if y'all can see, Vel getting ready for tomorrow because I got work tomorrow.
I got class.
She got class. She's been working on her GED and all that.
And the lost labubu.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Oh, what happened? Did you almost lose that?
Yeah, I lost the keychain.
Did it break?
No, it break. No, it loose now.